You are already short-staffed, but you would like to offer reservations for some peak times, and you don't want to put additional staff on the phone, then the Vectron MyCloud reservation module is the optimal solution for you. It accepts reservation requests in your Vectron POS without the need for additional equipment. Here you can also directly confirm or reject the reservation as needed. The POS system then automatically sends the corresponding emails to the guest and can even accept reservation cancellations from the guest. Setting up the reservation system is just as easy as operating it, as is customizing the individual reservation times. Only at the very beginning, if necessary, your cash register dealer has to make a setting at the cash register. Matthias shows how easy the remaining setup steps are.
To set up the table reservation, I first have to log in to my Vectron customer portal via a web browser.
You can access the customer portal via www.vectron.de and then the customer login.
Next, I select the appropriate branch where I would like to activate my table reservation. To do this, I go to the tariff and the information that is entered there, select the appropriate button, and activate the table reservation here.
At the same time, you will receive a confirmation email that the function has been activated.
Now I can make the settings for the table reservation. First, I check again whether my opening times have already been entered. I already did that at this checkout when I first set up the system.
These times are used by the table reservation system as the maximum time frame for a booking. However, you also have the option of activating table reservations only for certain periods within opening hours, and this is how it works.
Here I first go to the left in the selection to the table reservation and find the option to create reservation times. Here we can see that at the moment, reservations are not possible on any day because all days are set to closed, but we can also simply use the slide bar to open the day or the days when I want to or can reserve accordingly. And now I can enter the reservation times here. Now, for example, I could say that I only want reservations to be made from 11 o'clock.
You can customize the reservation times even further to suit your needs. For example, if you don't want any reservations in a time slot in the middle of the day.
I confirm the whole thing, and then the time changes here too. I'll show you how time slots work now. That means I will be here from 11 to 3 o'clock. I affirm the entire matter and have the opportunity to schedule an additional time using the plus sign. That means I can now select here that my next reservation may not come in until 5 o'clock, and then it goes, for example, until the end, namely until 10 o'clock. This means I can organize my day accordingly with several reservation sections.
Once the times have been set, you just have to determine at which checkout the incoming reservations should be displayed and processed. This selection is also necessary if you only have one checkout in use in the store.
To do that, I go to the Online Services section, Settings, and now, since I have activated the module, I can find the option to select the reservation checkout down here. Via the small arrow on the left, a window opens with the POS systems that are stored in my myVectron account, and I select the appropriate POS system here.
But how can your guest now access the prepared reservation function? To do this, the myVectron Cloud generates a web link. This then leads directly to the reservation option.
Below that, I can already find the URL. If we click on the URL, we can already see a preview of what it might look like. Basically, the reservation form opens with all the fields that the customer has to fill in to make a reservation.
That's it for the necessary settings for table reservations in the myVectron Cloud. Now, all that remains is to set up the corresponding window at the checkout where the orders are received, which displays the order and allows it to be accepted or rejected. Even though this is only a small adjustment, you should generally leave it to your experienced cash register dealer as a precaution. If you have arranged for him to do online maintenance, he can do it directly without having to come out to the checkout first. Only if you already have extensive experience with programming the checkout should you follow the instructions that Matthias is about to present to us.
I'll show you how it works, but you are also welcome to contact your specialized POS dealer who will do it quickly and efficiently for you. As usual, we enter the programming area and we select the display section here since everything will be recorded in the layout I choose. I'm looking for the relevant area. Here in this area are the registration windows where I want to add the corresponding button or status window. Select this option and you now have the opportunity to set up the status window for your needs. I am looking for an available spot. And for this POS system, that's number 52. I'll enter table reservation here. Select the type here. This is type number 1 with the corresponding subtype 1.
Type 1 means that you open a status window and show the information from the table reservation, which in turn has the code 1. But you can see that your cash register dealer can get to the destination quickly and above all more safely because you can damage the programming with an incorrect entry and thus render the cash register inoperable.
Here I am basically leaving the programming of the POS system and returning to my normal work interface.
Okay, then let's test it with a new table reservation. I can make the reservation via a web browser or a smartphone. On the smartphone, I scan the QR code and, without having to install an app, I go directly to the appropriate reservation option. First of all, I select the date and time. We had previously determined that we had added an additional time slot for the reservation times for Mondays, in which no reservations can be made. Accordingly, this time slot is also not offered here as an option for reservations on the smartphone. After entering the contact details, I can now submit the reservation and receive the information that the reservation request is being processed. Matthias shows how she now receives reservation requests in the checkout. The checkout automatically checks incoming reservations every minute.
As soon as a reservation is received, the status window is filled and starts to flash. And if I now click on this status window on the POS system, the list of corresponding reservation requests opens. I see the name of the person who made the reservation, the number of people going in, when the reservation was made, the phone number that was provided, and a note. If the customer's comment is longer than this field, I can also click on it, and the entire long comment field will be displayed. I can now confirm or reject this reservation directly at the POS system. Confirmation is as simple as clicking on the confirmation button. A receipt with the relevant information about the reservation is printed out on the printer that has been set up, and I can then insert it into my reservation book.
At the same time, the guest is informed that the reservation is confirmed. This is what the email looks like. It also contains a link that the guest can use to cancel the reservation. This cancellation message is then also displayed in the checkout in the reservation window, and alternatively, a receipt with the cancellation is automatically sent to the printer. This is mainly to ensure that you can maintain the usual workflows in your business. Alternatively, the reservations also remain in the reservation window of the POS system and can be viewed here at the checkout. A simple solution, then, that works without any license fees per reservation. If you need more functionality, for example, to manage room and table plans, and perhaps also to automate your personnel planning depending on the number of reservations, you can also connect more comprehensive reservation systems such as Resmio to your Vectron POS system. Just contact your POS dealer about this.